Hello, Year 8. So I'm just making a little video here to give you a bit more information about the Geography GCSE in order to help you with your pathways decision-making process. So within AQA Geography, we look at three different sections, three different sort of main parts of geography. The first paper that you will be studying will be living with the physical environment. The second will be challenges in the human environment, and the third will be geographical applications. Now, these papers are worth different amounts. Paper 1 and 2 are both worth 35% of your overall grade, and then paper 3, which is all about the application of these skills, is worth 30%. Within the course, there is no coursework, it is all exam based, and you will sit all of these three papers at the end of year 11. So, how is Geography GCSE structured? As you can see here, these are the different sort of units that we will be studying within Year 9, Year 10 and Year 11. The great thing about geography is that it's a really diverse and varied curriculum. We like to sort of shake it up so that we don't tend to do studying all the human units at once and all the physical units at once, so you get a little bit of a variation. So in Year 9, we start by looking at urban issues and challenges. We then go on to looking at the challenges of natural hazards, and then we also look at physical landscapes in the UK, which is rivers. Now, already within Year 7 and 8, you actually will have studied a lot of topics that come under these, so we'll be building on that knowledge that you already have. In Year 10, we'll then look at the living world, which is where we look at rainforests. We'll then look at physical landscapes again, but this time we're going to focus on coasts. And then we have our fieldwork inquiry. Now, our fieldwork inquiry is something that is compulsory, and it will involve a field trip down to somewhere on the coast, which will we decide closer to the time. And you will be measuring sediment size, trying to work out the different rates of erosion that's taking place down the beach, and also making a judgment call whether you think that, for example, the groins that they've put in place there, are they actually stopping the longshore drift? Are they stopping that sediment from being eroded? And then in Year 10, we look at the changing economic world and also the challenge of resource management. So, as I said, it's really diverse, and I think it's quite hard to get bored because we are always looking at something new, okay? And we're always looking at case studies within these units as well to keep it relevant and to keep it real. So paper 1, as we said, this is the physical one, basically. We'll look at rivers, coasts, tectonics, so volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, and also like the hydrological cycle. So this is paper 1. Paper 2, we look at things like megacities, development, urbanization, technology, and also sort of transportation as well. And then paper 3, this is the one where you will apply everything you've learned from your field work, from the actual trip that we go on, and you'll be applying it to this exam paper. You will also be asked to make some decision-making activities in this. So why geography? Now, I really like this quote, so I'm just going to read it to you. It says, geography helps us to explore and understand space and place, recognizing the great differences in cultures, political systems, economies, landscapes, and environments across the world, and exploring the links between them. So this is what I always say in geography. It is really hard to get bored because we are constantly looking at so many different aspects of how our world works, whether it be human and physical, and actually how the two intertwine and behave together. So when we talk about opportunities in geography, geography is something that is really, really valued by employers everywhere. It is a really balanced subject, so it teaches you loads of skills that you actually will end up probably using in the future for if you go on to do A-levels and things like that. It's all about looking at analysis and decision making, and also some ethical issues thrown in there as well. Similarly, if you didn't want to go down the college route and you wanted to go down to apprenticeships and things like that, this is also a subject that is really, really valued because of the variety of units that we study. So there's a really nice little quote here that I won't read out to you, but you can pause it if you'd like to read this. But this is directly from the Guardian newspaper, which talks about why geography graduates are some of the most employable people. So it just reiterates the fact that if you're sat there not wondering exactly what it is that you want to do in the future, geography is a great option.